And I'm still sick of Mike McCarthy.
Did you hear what I said?
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. If you trying to get Kavontae Turpin going, I'll go ahead and highlight him. We ain't doing that now. If you trying to get Kavontae Turpin going, you know, I wouldn't recommend you just use him as a gadget guy, right? We kind of went through the same thing with the whole Lucky Whitehead ordeal, and boy, just look at how far we've come from the Lucky Whitehead ordeal. Or even shouts out to y'all if y'all was outside when Jordan Lewis was running jet sweeps out here. But the problem with having gadget guys is that when they on the field, everybody knows that they're gadget guys. Now, if you watch my last Turpin film session, Turpin does wide receiver things pretty okay. Like, he ain't the best wide receiver in the world doing wide receiver things, but that's what you got CeeDee Lamb for. That's what you got Pickens for, some of these other guys. But Turpin can be used in some wide receiver aspects. But the problem is, it's the big problem. And why I'm upset with Mike McCarthy.
Did you hear what I said?
I'm not upset no more. He don't work here. I mean, you know, whatever. But he had a type when it came to the plays that he wanted to run for Kavontae Turpin. He had a type. And it's the problem with having a type for just Turpin plays. When the defense takes a look at Turpin and he out there and he started running them plays right there, everybody knows what's coming next. So now, okay, offense has a thing that we call the numbers, and you know what we want the numbers is when we're trying to even up blockers with defenders, right? So if we got if we have 3 blockers to 2 defenders, or 3 defender or 1 defender, we got the numbers. So that means we can run over to that side. This is the problem. When Turpin is jet sweeping over there, okay, the guy that's running with Turpin is a part of the numbers. Boom, boom, boom. That's 4 guys that's part of their numbers. And we got 2 blockers over here. This play ain't supposed to work. This play ain't supposed to work. And half of it is because when Turpin is on the field, it is predictable. Now, this is the first time that we've seen Turpin run this low jet sweep in the season. It was versus Saints or whatever. How about this? Turpin's on the field. This time we got him versus the Ravens here. Take a look at him. This time he's not in motion, but dog, Turpin only got 1 kind of play that he runs. Turpin got 1 play that he runs, and that's how he gets busy. And just take a look at the defenders, right? They have a feel of what's going on there. It's one thing to have eyes on Turpin, but if you go motion to the same side that Turpin is going, kind of like this, if you go motion to the same side Turpin is going, that ain't helping. Because 1, everybody kind of working that direction regardless. And then once they figured out that it's like a sweep reverse type deal and Turpin actually gets the football here, it's the problem. Let me run it just a little bit more. Bam. Now we right back at that same issue, right? We right back at that same problem. You got defense flowing to Turpin at a rapid rate. Blocker taking up here. 44 is about to take up a blocker here. Boom. Tober's taking up there. So now you got your 1 blocker versus this and this character. We don't have the numbers. And it's a bad thing to not only not have the numbers, but you're predictable. Let me run. Hey, look, let me just run forward, man. We ain't doing nothing else. We just watched a little bit of film. The very next week, Pittsburgh. That ain't Turpin in motion, is it? Chad, if y'all had to guess what's finna happen. Just if y'all had to stop and just guess real quick. And listen, I'm just a dude with a camera and a microphone. Don't listen to me. All right? Don't listen to me. And y'all just people watching a YouTube video right now. We're not NFL head coach. What y'all think Turpin finna do right there? Shit. What y'all? Hey. And y'all wonder why these plays are not successful. And think about the bind that it puts some of these guys in. I don't know what's supposed to be happening right here. It looked like CD could be cracking, but it also looked like Guyton is supposed to be coming out and kicking or something like that. Regardless of what happens is, if I'm Nate Herbig, him small, right? I'm flying upfield because I know Turpin's coming this way. So now it's a tough block for anybody. That's a tough block for anybody. Nate Herbig, him small, know where to go. Boom. And then even if they do block Nate Herbig, him small, even if they do, we ain't got the numbers. We ain't got the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Mike McCarthy made me sick with this. And look, ain't nothing wrong with running jet sweeps, but you got to earn the jet sweeps. You got to set the jet sweeps a little bit. You know what I mean? You just can't be out here running them willy-nilly, you know? At least in that second sweep that I showed y'all, it was a little setup to it, and Rico was the motion guy, and then you eventually reversed it to Turpin or whatever. But dog, when you just flat out put Turpin in motion like that, hey dog, come on. Yo, chat. Hey, chat, listen. I'm not trying to sell y'all a false bit of goods here. You know what I'm saying? When y'all hear me hating on Mike McCarthy, and I'll be like, yo, man, Mike McCarthy run the same plays, bro. And this around the time when, Mike was preaching that, yo, we got to find a way to get Turpin going. We got to find a way to get Kavontae Turpin going. You want to know a good way to get Turpin going? Get him a little bit of diversity and try to find him some numbers, okay? So, boom, Turpin got the ball. Chat, just yes or no. Do we have numbers? Hold on, let me hit y'all with this one right here so you can see it. Chat, do we have numbers? Do we have numbers? Turpin right there. No, we do not have numbers. We got a free runner right there. And look, even if what happens, even if the free runner comes down and he gets blocked by 80 whoever that ain't gonna make the team this year, dog, you still got free run. That's why the numbers are so important, bro. The numbers, Mason. The numbers. We gonna keep going through it, bro. Like I hope I'm getting annoying with this. I hope y'all pissing. He does it once a game. And if I'm Fred Warner, I'm up here going, hey, hold on, now, Chad. Wait a minute, Turpin's in motion. If I'm Fred Warner, then I know. Hey, look, oh, wait, Chad, time out. Chad, if I'm Fred Warner, look at what Fred Warner's doing. If I'm Fred Warner, I know it's going to happen once again. Turpin going to Fred's already getting in position. Fred ain't worried about nothing coming back here. He ain't worried about nothing coming back here. Another linebacker coming to fill over that. Ain't nobody worried about that. And we might have a little bit of numbers this time. I'll be damned. Just a little bit. We might actually have a little bit of numbers this time. But dog, it's still predictable. It's still too much. Chat, I'm not just gonna sit up here and play jet sweeps all day. Even though I got 3 more jet sweeps to show. Look, y'all can write this down. Because look, these aren't highlights. These are actual Turpin handoffs or just running plays. Write this down because it will be on the test. Kavontae Turpin had 16 overall carries last year. 8 of them were jet sweeps. 8 of them were jet sweeps. And you're probably going to ask me, well, Voch, what was going on with the other 8? What was happening with them? What they do on them? Oh, trust me, I'm going to show you. But it will not happen before me catching a flat out attitude first. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got to catch an attitude first. I'll just show you this last one. Then I'm going to get into what the rest of the plays was. Turpin here in motion, handing it to him. And look at 57 flying. Dog, look at 57 flying over there. What are we supposed to do? Turpin cutting back, trying to make the most of it. But Mike McCarthy would make me sick because he'll constantly tell us, hey, we have to find a way to get Kavontae Turpin going. And he didn't find a way to get that going. But something did happen later at the end of the season. And it still wasn't enough in my own personal opinion, but something did eventually happen. And, sometimes success would lead you to believe that, hey, man, this is a successful play. Maybe I should do like a lot more of this. This is Kavontae Turpin's best rushing situation. Just simply putting him in the backfield. We're not doing too much lateral stuff unless Turpin needs to. Just putting him in the backfield and letting Turpin run running back stuff was the best thing that could have happened for him. Write this down. Turpin ran 7 of these. Now watch how much more successful these plays are. And of course, we're gonna come back and break them down. We ain't doing nothing else. Boom. Turpin gets the ball. It gets blocked up front. Turpin actually got a little balance on him, Turpin got a little balance on him. I wouldn't call Turpin like a power blocker, but he got so much built up energy moving forward. Kinetic, centrifugal energy moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like Turpin actually moving fast in one direction. You know what I mean? He found a way to build up some power and keep his balance here. These are Turpin's best plays. I'm still having to fast forward a little bit because Mike McCarthy badly wanted to get in his own way here. Look, got another run play here. Just a little sweepy weepy. Let Turpin rock a little bit. Just let Turpin rock a little bit. Easy, successful run play. At some point, Mike McCarthy did look at this and say, hey, man, maybe we should try to get Turpin. Maybe we should try to just hand the ball off to Turpin a little bit more, just hand it to him as a running back. Let him get sideways, let him cut, let him shake people up, let him make some plays. And what you have here is nothing incredibly, unique or creative, but this is simply just Turpin. Now this is a little much more than what was just going on. But if you just switch up the looks a little bit, right? Switch up the looks and make the defense guess for another half a second. This time Turpin's gonna get in the backfield and he just gonna run. He's gonna run. Now look, Vita Vea was that a, you know what I'm saying, bottle him up a little bit. And I'm just showing you all the plays because we ain't doing nothing else. But dog, I would much rather Turpin just getting the handoffs. And keeping it a buck with you, if you look at the rushing totals, Turpin was a much more efficient running back than Zeke was from the backfield. Right now, of course, Zeke had a lot more carries than Turpin did, but who the hell says Turpin got to get all the carries? Who the hell say Turpin got to get all the carries? Because in real life, Rico Dowdle should have been the one getting carries over, over Zeke. No matter how bad the Joneses wanted to get Zeke and Dalvin Cook involved, and that ended up being nothing. The better running back tandem, let me run this back. The better running back tandem combo situation is undoubtedly Rico Dowdle as your number one guy, Kavontae Turpin as your number two guy. And Mike McCarthy started to get it a little bit, but you know, whenever good things happen to Mike McCarthy, good stuff here. You know, whenever good things happen to Mike McCarthy, he doesn't want great things to happen to him. He just sees it and he sees a positive result and he gets away from it. This was a direct snap here. Kavontae Turpin just in the backfield, right? So write this down. This is one direct snap. So we got 8 jet sweeps, 7 snaps at running back, and 1 direct snap. Dog. Sometimes you just overthink. Look, Turpin say, I'm gonna get this swag. Yo, look, with the fake CD pitch, I'm gonna get this swag off. You hear me? I'm gonna get this swag off. I'm really just upset because, you know, we see Turpin has a little bit of potential, like rushing the football from the running back spot, and we, when I say we, I mean them, not we like us. Like, we just didn't give him the ball more. We just didn't build on that success or whatever. So it's just another situation about Mike McCarthy making me mad. 16 carries for Turpin sounds stupid, but he had 100 plus yards in those 16 carries. And if that's all in one game, like if Turpin had like 16 carries for 100 yards, well, that's a fantastic game. But Mike McCarthy. And you notice every play I'll show you, it's like a new game, right? Like, hey, he did this one game, you know, versus the Panthers, he got like 3 carries or something like that. But 49ers, 1 game, Bengals, 1 run, this team, 1 run. I just hope that we're using Turpin a little bit more to his fullest. Turpin is a big play waiting to happen, and he made big plays on limited opportunities. That lets you know that Turpin's really ready to take the next step and I don't want to say take over, but at least to be a complimentary piece of this offense when CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens are getting doubled up. All right, I appreciate y'all, man. I ain't want nothing else. Y'all check out the film. I love y'all to pieces, and I will catch y'all next time. Love y'all. Salute.